bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for Santa tonight. He climbs down the chimney at the speed of light, while we're dancing around the Christmas tree, hugging and kissing just you and me. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Oh, a Merry Christmas Day. We're chasing snowflakes as they're falling down, and follow Rudolph all across the town. Later we meet under the mistletoe, while Santa's busy saying ho ho ho. We're feeling jolly, eating Christmas cake, and then we go skating on the frozen lake, saying hi to every friendly face, and later we warm up by the fireplace. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as they walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Merry Christmas Day. A Merry Christmas Day. Oh, oh, yeah. Carolers are singing outside our door, lovely songs we all heard before, as we walk from house to house to wish us all a Merry Christmas Day. Yeah, a Merry Christmas Day. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas. Dancing around the Christmas tree, wishing all a Merry Christmas Day.
Here we go. Welcome back to another The Morning Skate Show with the hockey coach Guru Coach FRENCHY, directly from the Sunshine State in Florida. Beautiful day here again in Florida. It's about 80 Fahrenheit, blue sky, and what we can ask you to said it's Thursday. When I said it's a thankful day, I will ask you to take 30 seconds right now and ask yourself, what are you thankful? What do you have right now, and what not you want, but what you have and would like to be thankful. It could be your health, it could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be Hockey Nation Live Show. Why not? To be friend with the Hockey Nation Live Show. We welcome everybody to join us today. It's a December 9, 2021, and we're going to be here to rock and roll the show until 1 o'clock p.m. We're going to go through the 4 game happening yesterday in NHL. And then we're going to get a little bit talking about the 10 game tonight on the NHL program. Of course, we're going to talk at the middle of the show today. I want to know what is going to be the 3 team on each division is going to win the Atlantic, the Metropolitan, and of course the West and the Pacific, and also the Central Division. You'll be one chance, an opportunity to tell us who do you think is going to win on each one. So you have to go 1, 2, and 3. So that's going to have this today on the show of the morning skate show with the hockey coach Guru Coach Frenchy back in the booth. We will turn off the lights because we love to celebrate holidays. I really believe this is the best time of the year where you have to refocus. This is the end of the year where you still have a time right now. I don't know what is look like your 2021. I don't know what was at the beginning of the year, what was your goal, your vision of 2021, and you want to maybe lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, so you're going to increasing your financially or your health, whatever it was your goal, at the beginning of the 2021. You still have a time right now at that moment today until the end of 2021 to find a way to win your year. It's not over yet. We still have about, maybe 14, 13 days, maybe more, because we're only the 9th. So, Coach, you still have about 22 days and maybe 23 days to win the 2021 before we jump on 2022. So that's what we're going to talk today about the Hockey Nation Live Show. We're going to talk about the NHL. A lot of stuff going on around the league. Of course, a couple of injuries happening during the game last night. What about the Jacob Trouba, Gordy Orr, back-to-back, night to night? He did it again. Yesterday, it was the targeting. It was McKinnon, and glad to see McKinnon back in the game. It was better outcome, honestly, but he found a way to score a goal and to score also a fight. So for Jacob Trouba yesterday, it was a second night of the Gordy Orr. So congratulations for Mr. Trouba. I don't know if that's a great thing, so a bad thing, but he did it. Well, Gordy Orr, it's a funny story about Gordy Orr because Gordy Orr did it only 2 times. So his 26-year career in NHL. I don't know who someone started to talk about this, about Gordy Orr. You have to have a goal. You have to have a fight during that game. So, you know what I mean? So that's something I'd add more for the Trouba situation. So back-to-back, and Gordy Orr did it in 26 year. So we welcome everybody join us today. I don't know how many we are, but the most important thing, you are here with me, and you are the one making it fun. So welcome each one of you. Don't forget, please, to ask us to grow and to get better and to reach our milestone. We need to be sure you click on the likes. That'd be awesome. A great night of live stream yesterday. We did a game between the Boston Bruins and the Vancouver Canucks. Exciting game, not on the opportunities, but the fact that Vancouver found a way to win yesterday and a shootout, and he gave another W for Bruce Boudreau. And he has 2-2 right now, so Boudreau changed a little bit the mindset of the player to believe on themselves and to find a way to get maybe somewhere, somehow they can maybe back in the Pacific Division. We'll see what is. You have a long way to go, but I really like the Bruce Boudreau press conference after the game. One thing I remember the most for him, he said, guys, he explained to his players that way, and I like that, the way he did it. He said, not necessarily to win 7 wins right now or 7 games. We only try to win the week. And I think that's a great thing about that one over there. It's not to have like a big goal, but it reminds me a lot of time when I teach people to have a small goal and to go with his players and say, look, we have to win this week. So what happening is in your mindset, you restart at 0 the following week. Whatever you win or whatever you lose, you reset all the time. It's the same way you do in life is what you do in hockey. And one game at a time, one period at a time. You don't try to win the game. You try to win the one period at a time. Then after that, you try to win one shift at a time. So that's a kind of the mindset I like for Bruce Boudreau. I learned this long time ago, and he applied this for his team. I think that's pretty properly for them. So welcome directly from Toronto, Ontario, the Canada #1 and decider of the warm-up show every day, Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock p.m. And Mr. Tap in the house. Well, we cut his hair this morning. It's a Thursday. You don't know, guys, but before he come to the show, he go to the green room where he fix his hair, fix his face, everything like that. So we just cut his hair this morning. But welcome aboard, Mr. Bob Gainey Acre. What about the number one fans of Tampa Bay Lightning? So one he carry on all the time, a double header, trip header, live stream, play-by-play. And I'm sure you have a great time to talk about the game between the Vegas and the Dallas Star last night. I'm sure it was exciting until the last. I watched the game last night also, and it was a great game too. I'm going to talk about this game. But what about to welcome Mr. Eagle Frank Sport in the house? And we welcome back Mr. Russ Stubbington in the house this morning from L'Île Perrot. Mr. Richard Mullen in the house. Come on down, Mr. Johnny Golden. Moncton, New Brunswick. The celebration, the Eagle continues in Tampa. What they're going to play tonight is the Blue versus Blue. What are you talking about? The Blue Lightning play against the Blue Leaves. We're going to talk about those games also tonight in our top. We have Mr. 951 back in the house. Welcome back. Directly from Alberta. 951, his Vikings is wild. I don't know, the Vikings do not doing well. The Vikings, how they can lose against the Detroit Lions. I don't know football, but the only thing I know, they win the first regular game, I believe, and I don't know what happening with Vikings. Honestly, I don't know. The quarterback, I think it's Cousin over there, was straight from Washington or UFA with the Vikings. I think he never carry on that team at the level is their expectation about Cousin. But that's another subject. But just give you an idea, follow a little bit the football. Yes, nice stream. You have it the last minute. I was lucky to catch it. It was a great stream. Eagle yesterday, Dallas Star. I watched a little bit, and then I have a lot of work to do. I wish I could stay with you a little bit longer. But I know you did bring the best of the best. I know you did very well over there. I'm glad to pop up over there and say hi to everybody. That's great to see that. On the signature in the house. Wait a minute. Raphael Menin Ilaga. Good morning, Coach Frenchy, but it's 12 o'clock midnight in Philippines, my friend. What the heck's going on? Usually you reverse. You see you the morning, I see you the evening. Now you come the evening. Now it's the morning. You confuse me, Mr. Raphael, but welcome aboard the Ilaga family and the Morales family directly from Philippines, guys. We are in Philippines this morning. Welcome, Mr. Raphael. What about Stop Motion Panda Studio back in the house? Are you at the lunch break at the school, Mr. Stop? By the way, what you think about the game for the Dallas Star? Yesterday, Mr. Stop, tell us a bit more about you, Dallas Star. Finally, two teams dropped their streak down, shut down their streak. We talk about New York Rangers, unfortunately lost again the Colorado Avalanche 7-3, and the Dallas Star lost 5-4, where I said to Adam Berger, we text each other, it was 4-3. And I told them the final score would be 5-4 for the Vegas. I feel it. When they scored the third goal against the Dallas Star. And you can see the change of the game at that moment. And then we text each other until, I don't know, 1 o'clock, I believe, something like that. I don't know how many hours I sleep. But people talk to me all the time. But I love it. So welcome back, Mr. Stop. Raphael is back. Moro, directly from Finland, in the house. Moro, the Wizard, Velio in the house. Hopefully you're doing well. I don't know, guys, but 951, the Viking does know well. Eagle, his New York Jet does not do well. Us, the Montreal Canadiens, don't do well. It's not easy to be a fan in sport. Always your team does not do well at the end of the day, but we have to continue to support their team about that one over there. What a game with the Vegas and the Star Eagle. Yes, it was amazing. It was unbelievable game, back and forth, and Vegas find a way to come back, and they prove for the rest of the league they are real, and I think that team is very good. They pull out Robert Leonard during the game. Laurent Brossoit come back. He gave a full goal over his shoulder, wrist shot, I believe, of Joe Pavelski, was second goal of the game. But what a game to watch and to do live stream, buddy. Congratulations. I can't believe that the Dallas blew that game, but when you allow a team so many chances shooting the puck, it don't happen. That's the right things, Eagle. I think the shot was 40-something versus 19. He was 2-for-1 at some point. And, Old B was holding the best he can, for the team, but definitely you have to fall apart. And the last goal was sad because he played the puck against Stone, and then he got a rebound for Pacioretty, and he opened up his 5-hole, and then he pucked his pad, and then tips and go inside the net. So that's what happening about it. I don't want to talk about the Star blowing that lead. That's what Stop said, yes, this morning. Stop is up frustrated. But at the end of the day, Stop, you get a 1 point. And the Dallas are right now 7-0-1 in the last 8 games. And I think that's the way you see that, the positivity of your team getting better. And they joined the other team inside that standing. We'll talk about this in the next couple of minutes. But it'll be interesting to say that. So let's talk about this. Stone was the MVP of the game, Eagle. Yeah, 2 goals yesterday also. Tonight looks tough, like a jib to pick a winner. You're right about this, 9-5-1. Not a lot of games like they are the same team. Whatever, they are not at the bottom of the league or the top of the league. You're absolutely right. You Tampa Bay versus the Toronto, and then you have Edmonton play at home. You have Montreal play Chicago. You look about their stat, it's not like Chicago is so good compared to Montreal. They're almost the same way. And they have another team in the league. We'll talk about this, and then you're going to realize they are almost the same in the standing about that one over there. Sharks manhandled the Wild last game, 9-5-1. It'll be interesting to see that. But this was a good stretch for the Star. We have been pretty inconsistent so far this season, so let's say it was a good few weeks for the Star. Absolutely right about that. And I agree with you, Stop. Sounds like Rick Barnes said, wait a minute. Guys, listen at me. I'm going to fix it. And he put John Steven on the top of the rink and send that the team winning. So congratulations for Rick Barnes to announce this, and he did it, and the Stars are getting better. But it's hockey, guys, about confidence. You get now John Pavelski with rope, hands, and Robinson line. This on fire. You see better for the goaltender situation for the Dallas to play better. Kleinberg back in the lineup, and he helping that whatever he don't have a lot of goal, 0 goal, I believe, and he brings some stability in the back, right, with Lendl. And they have Eskinen over there, Zekara over there, Hapanen, whatever his last name, is good also over there. So you have kind of people where they are really better for the team in general over there. So that's what's happening. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome if you don't mind to do that. The Clash of the Titans tonight. Yes, I agree with you about that one over there. It'll be interesting to see that for sure. So hopefully you have an amazing, great Thursday. I think I go through everybody. Coach, did you know that Bruce Boudreau has a ticket on one of the 9? And then forget that switch at the last minute. Yes, Johnny. Bruce Boudreau, that flight, he was supposed to have a dinner in Los Angeles that day. And Boudreau canceled the dinner, or I don't know if it's him or over there. And he was supposed to take the same flight with the 2 scouts got killed on the fly. And that's what happening about Bruce Boudreau. He was on the flight to go to that day. And unfortunately, for some reason, I believe they can cancel. I cannot remember exactly the cancellation about that. But he was on the flight of the one drop in Pennsylvania and the wood, something like that. So that's what happening about this. Mr. John Gregor in the house this morning. Welcome aboard, Mr. John Gregor. The coach, the Bruins lose last. Yes, I was doing the live stream, John, yesterday, and unfortunately, the last OT where it was funny because the people I got a lot of people, fans from both teams last night. It was nice to have new people in the chat and cheer for the Boston Bruins, then cheer for the Vancouver Canucks. And a lot of people for the Bruins said to us, and for me, I cover more in Montreal and I cover a lot of things in the NHL, but I cannot know everything. But he was telling me our Boston Bruins are not great on shootout. So I was like, oh, I did not know this. What they said to us, that they said that Boston Bruins have a difficult time to win those games in shootout. And again, they lost in shootout yesterday. Great performance of Vancouver Canucks. Bo Horvat scored the winning goal, the second goal on the shootout. And that's it. That's all. And Mr. Demko have an amazing, great night between the pipe for the Vancouver Canucks. So great to see them to come back. And our top tonight should be 4-game tie tonight. Another 2 party incoming. That's 9-5-1 said. The Bruins have their chance, but did not capitalize. Yes, he had a turnover. Everything, the 5-3, they capitalized on that one over there. And then they have a couple of, Marchand have a couple of times where he could at least score. They have 2 crossbar. I can remember that one over there. They have kept. At the end of the day, Boston Bruins have a better chance to win this game compared to Vancouver. At least don't go and OT. Where the OT was boring, to be honest with you. Not many a chance for both teams. I think Quinn Hughes have maybe one chance. Yes, Quinn Hughes have one chance, and Swimmin make a save after that with a pad, and then we stop with a glove after that. But I agree with you about that one over there in our top. Deschamps said Islander will see some power play tonight. I don't know. I gave up on Deschamps. I feel like more and more he struggled more. I don't know. I like Deschamps as a coach, honestly, but and I don't like to talk again, but I look at what he did for the last couple of games and the way he controlled his players, so that. I don't know. It's really strange how he does this. Bruins have a lot of last and shootout last year. That's what he said yesterday about that one with their guys. So very interesting to see that about what happening about this. So we are going to go straight on the jumping on all the news around the league, and that's what's happening here. You can see we're going to talk about the choice and the division, and this is the result of the game yesterday. But before we talk about this, let's jump in what we like to do at the beginning. Easy this morning with you guys. Who is this players and what he accomplished in NHL? And I can do that this way. No, not this way. I don't know what is it. Here we go. Who is this player? Play for the Boston Bruins, but he accomplished one thing in NHL. I'll give you about 30 seconds. And usually we do that. Not this one. Jeez. The keyboard is strong. Moy in the house. And Michael Robinson in the house this morning. Welcome aboard, both of you. Anybody have a chance to tell me who this player is? Greg Janney said in our top. And Greg Janney, when he played for the Boston Bruins in our top, was wearing number 23. Eagles said, I'm not sure. Woody Freeman, the pitcher for the Montreal Expos, left pitcher, Woody Freeman. He was Woody Dumars. No. Brent said, Cam Neely. Welcome aboard, Cam. Brett, by the way. Don't forget, guys, click on the likes. Cam Neely was wearing number 8 when he played for the Boston Bruins, and he was 8, I think. And Yamo said, yes, sir. This is Gordy Roberts. Gordy Roberts became the first American to play 1,000 games in NHL, and that's what I want to mention this to you this morning. So, welcome, Brent, to join us this morning. And it was Gordy Roberts. So that's what's happening about this one over there. I know he played 900 game, 2 days ago. But the reason I put Marc-Andre Fleury here this morning, guys, he's tried to win his 500 W in NHL. Is it possible happening again at Montreal Canadiens tonight? He did this. And at the Belle Province de Quebec, where he was born. I believe he was born in Victoriaville, Sorel. Marc-Andre Fleury was on the south side on the Fleuve. But, so Marc-Andre Fleury is looking now for the 500 play his 900 game, last game He lost again the New York Rangers about that. That's Fleury. Yes, I know that. And this is a 3-4 game. We're going to talk a little bit more before we jump in and tell us what you think about those 4 games. First of all, the New Jersey Devils finally find a way to win. Again, where another team struggled the most, the Philadelphia Flyers. And that will, score 3-0. Mackenzie Blackwood had the shootout for the New Jersey Devils. Great performance overall. Jesper Bratt have an amazing, great year for the New Jersey. Scored the first goal of the night. And then Philadelphia still continues to struggle, guys. They struggle. They are, 0-7-2 right now. And the last 9 games. And the last, 11, the last 12 games is a team right now cannot find a way. I could ask this question to you. Do you believe Mike Yeo should be, do you believe the Flyers should get a new coach or just keep Mike Yeo as the coach for the rest of the year? That would be my question to you this morning. How do you feel about that? Because right now the Flyers lost the 2 games again with Mike Yeo. They lost again the Colorado Avalanche, I believe, was 7-4 or 7-5. And yesterday, 0 goal on the road. Another bad news this morning. Farabee now is on the ER reserve list now. So it's another blow for the Philadelphia Flyers. And whatever is Carter Hart or John between the pipe, you cannot score a goal, you cannot win game. And then you have to give credit for Lindy Ruff players. They come back strong after a couple of games they lost. And they finally find a way to beat at home, beat the Philadelphia Flyers 3-0. So that's what happening about that. I will follow. Oh, hello, coach. I'm back in Florida. Bud, the monkey boy, and Florida. Don't forget to click on the likes, everybody. That'd be great. Welcome back. Hopefully, you did not bring the rain from where you at there because it rained a lot over there. It was terrible to see those images at fun location over there by the monkey. You come back at the right time to watching your Panthers, by the way. And I think it's just much, Richard Monin. Hey, Bud, I think Mascot Grilly should be the Flyers coach. That's a great place to see that. It's funny because we don't hear a lot about Greedy right now because the team doesn't do well, by the way. Born in Sorel-Tracy, Quebec, in our top. Here we go. I knew it was Sorel, but I was not confirmed. I want to do it. Jack Hughes need to wake up. It's not easy sometimes to come back with a shoulder injury. You protect your shoulder. I've been there. And you try to turn around your body to not be sure you get hit. And he does not play. But again, one thing sometimes Jack Hughes does a lot, it doesn't show on the spotlight puck possession. He keep the puck a long time. That line is one of the best in the NHL with a puck possession all the time. So sometimes Jack Hughes he would need a little bit more point. I understand by the monkey, but I think this is just a question of time to find his game back. Now it's only, 3 games possible. So he's going to find a way to do it. Flyers are not a good team and keep coach, but must go at the end of the year. I agree with you in our tap. Cliff Fletcher guy on the right side, on the other side, he's a guy, he's really patient. He does not like to make emotional decision. And I would not be surprised to keep Mike a little bit longer. But I feel like, the John Totoro, one of my questions on the pool of the Hockey Nation Live show, you can go on the website, guys. You can find those questions every day. At midnight, the night, you have a new question every day. We have about 200 people on the 3,500. Thank you so much. We have crossed the 3,500 subscriber. We're on the road for the 4,000, by the way. The question, you have a question every day. And one of the question was that, why not to looking for Rick Tocchet? Tocchet grow with Philadelphia. He's a, Hall of Famer over there for the team over there. A great relationship with the fans. People love him over there. I think he'll be a really good candidate over there. Now, people talk about John Tortorella and Flyers. I'm not sure that would be good. But I think that team needs something right now. The team is down. The team don't go nowhere. And they make they change the coach. It doesn't good enough. And like you said in the top, the lineup is not strong. And my next question to you guys, I will ask you this. Do you believe the Flyers should trade Claude Giroux? Maybe not tomorrow, but before the trade deadline to get a first-round pick. Do you believe Claude Giroux should go and to get that team a rebuild or a retool, or whatever you call it, and to let go the captain. Is going to be a UFA at the end of the year. He finishes complete his 8 years contract at 8.25, I believe. Do you believe they should let him go and to go somewhere for the team could maybe need a guy like him and they get back a first-round pick? That'll be another question. I can ask you that one of them. When assistant coach get the job is really a wake-up call for the team. Yes, more about that one over there. Keep him for the rest of the year. Mike Richard Martin said, thank you so much to your answer. Stop motion. Hi, Bud. Hey, and on tap. Hey, stop motion. Hey, stop. Fly goalie John Igual Montembo. 951. Honestly, 951 I think John is a little bit better to Montembo, but my point I want to try to say to you, I never liked Jones. Not like the person, but as goaltender. I never have that kind of confidence about him. I would never have him as a goaltender number one, whatever he was with the San Jose Sharks. I feel like he is not consistency in, I don't know. That's the kind of players, some athletes or some players you don't connect. And it's the one goaltender. I never connect with him, 951. So that's what's happening about that. Oleg, everyone, Mr. Oleg Kolesnikov and the house this morning. Thanks for joining us this morning, Mr. Oleg. Hopefully an amazing, great Thursday. It's late and you're side, but hopefully everything is well. The weather is a bit better and you're happy about you. Of course, the Tampa Bay Lightnings. Flyers are always in the land of mediocrity. Yes, trade zero in order to build properly. I think so too. I agree with you. Are you going to talk about Norlander today or just do a video about him? He's under my, I don't know where I put Norlander. I used Norlander somewhere. I don't know. The video is going to be out today. For Norlander, it's going to be tomorrow because when I have the pre-game show, I don't want to create too much video. I just did the 10 best transaction of the summer. The video will be out tomorrow, so I think the Norlander and the player development for the Montreal Canadiens will be out tomorrow and not today. But I'm going to talk about Norlander and the pre-game show during my video is going to be out at 3 o'clock afternoon. Great question, Johnny. When Norlander have a great game yesterday, we'll talk about this in the next 5 minutes. I have a segment about a prospect Montreal this evening. Oleg, hey, Oleg, more nice to see you again. The people, this is Edge Hiller. Thank you so much, guys, to join us today. Don't forget to click on the likes. The second game of the evening, the Colorado Avalanche, beat the New York Rangers, and they finally finished their streak for the New York Rangers. Lost 7-3 against the Colorado Avalanche. This is, guys, the 5-time they scored 7 goals this year. Unbelievable season offensive side for Colorado. And McKinnon guy have only 2 goals. That's it, not crazy. And I think McCall have like 11, 12 goals. They find a way. New York Rangers take the lead 1-0 at the beginning of the game. And they look good. But now they put their third goaltender, their New York Rangers, right, between the pipe. And Uska was his first game in NHL. Was not pretty overall. Gave 6 goals in the first 40 minutes. And I was scared. What do? Y'all gonna, do you bring Georgiev when you want to give him a day off? Or you keep Oscar, you trust him and say, look, hopefully we don't go to 8-9, but we stop. And finally, he gave only 1 goal at the third period. But Kadri, again, 3 points yesterday. O'Connor, nobody talk about O'Connor, but, I always said, and I'm the first one guilty here, I always said, Colorado need that. They need more deep at the bottom 6, everything like that. And I think O'Connor right now will find a way to make that team a little bit better. Scored 2 goals yesterday for them. McKinnon scored 1 goal. Of course, the Droba check on McKinnon. That was the big story about that. Lester guy as a captain jumped right away on Droba. But again, Colorado was too much for the New York Rangers to handle. One thing I was looking for yesterday, it was, Fox versus McCarr. And I find a way McCarr win that match in my eyes. But again, it's not. We have to be fair here. We don't see Chesterkin and the Ranger was the back-to-back game. Is it the 2 teams you believe could be in the final Stanley Cup? Do you believe the 2 teams can see them at the final Stanley Cup? That's something you have to look about that one over there. To see that. I think Oleg is waiting for the Olympics. McKinnon was just looking to puck and got hit. Again, he was dropped his head exactly like Kira, the half-second guy in NHL. You can be blown out rapidly. Wow, 7 goals 5 times. Yamo, they put Rantanen with Landry. Good move, Yamo. This split, yes, exactly what happened yesterday, Yamo. And about in that pay benefit. Now they have Rantanen with Kadri and Nikushin. And then you have O'Connor, I believe, with McKinnon and Lestegard. They give him a 2-punch line for that. And what about Newhook, guys? Newhook continues to impress for that team over there. So, and at the end of the day, Colorado play most of the game with 3 line. So, about that one there. Will the Olympic break ruin the momentum of our team? That's my you know what, 951, that's another subject I listening this morning, where, remember, when the players come back for the Olympics, sometimes they don't perform after that. The fatigue, the traveling, and everything like that. Some team could suffer about the players go over there. A team have 4, 5, 6 players go to Olympics on different countries, could have some repercussion on the fact of the standing after they come back. What about if someone got the COVID the last day of the COVID of the final and now he cannot leave the country for 3 weeks? What happened with the salary? What happened with the team now? They're going to lose that player for 3 weeks. That's equal about 10 games. Not 9 to 10 games, could be 11 games. That's another big impact over there. Now, today, right now we're talking about at West Palm Beach here in Florida, they have the meeting for the general manager. They're going to talk about this. They're going to figure out now. We're starting to have players start to complaining, maybe not going over there. Some people are very concerned about that one over there. It'll be really interesting what could happen from that meeting. We're going to give you all the update at the end of tomorrow about what's happening for day 1. I think they are 2 days together, and we see what's happening. Of course, the Arizona Coyotes, that's another subject. About that. I think this is embarrassing for the league to have a team like that. There's all kind of stuff problem. It's always been Arizona. Finally, you're going to pay this, but this drama all the time, it's not good for the league. If you know that, they own like $1.2 million, everything like that. And now the city requests to have other money, everything like that. So it's not the end of the story over there, but it's not good, to be honest with you, about that one. Could be my English bad this morning, not allowed about that one over there. Chicago 10, Montreal 1. If Montembeau play tonight, it's going to be Jake Allen tonight. About that, look like excellently past 0 after the Chicago score 1. I look like I accidentally pressed 0 after I hit. Okay. More and more players would be opting out for Olympic from what I read. I feel that we'll not see a real Olympic. It's very sad, Oleg. I agree with you about that. Captain Richard Broden, Sweden, but Zucchero, Norway don't play in Olympics. Really? Oh, wow. Interesting to see that. I don't think Chicago going to score 10 in our tap. Yeah, it looked like it was a mistake. Yes, Oleg, it would be sad about that. Game number 3, honestly, the Vancouver Canucks versus the Boston Bruins. Some of you was on my live stream yesterday, last night, saw that what happening for that game yesterday. Score a 2-1 and shootout. Bo Horvat scored the last goal of the shootout to give the W for the Vancouver Canucks. And Altap said earlier, Boston did not take advantage of the many power play they got yesterday. That goal was solid between. Swayman make the big save at the right time. But it was not like excited until about the maybe at the third period we see more opportunities for both teams. Until then, both team goaltender was solid in front of the net between the pipe, and they make the big save at the right time. But you have a lot of time with Boston could have an empty net. Example, Brett Marchand have at least a minimum 2 empty net. Could not put a puck. You can see Marchand rusty, and the biggest problem for Boston Bruins guy is the second line. They don't have second line. It's 0, the second line. Taylor Hall does not work. Charlie Coy does not work. Foligno does not work. Greg Smith does not work. Jake DeBrus does not work over there. It's the third line, though. Eric Ola carry on a little bit the stability over there where he was healthy scratch a couple of games ago. So I don't know. The Boston Bruins are in the really place right now and the hole. I don't see that team make a. If Detroit can push in a little bit more, guys, Boston Bruins can maybe finish fifth in that division. I didn't see a very solid team, Boston, yesterday, if they want to win. And you always say, it's always Bergeron, Marchand, Pasternak. But you need some help. And Tyler Hall right now, he look like a passenger again. Charlie Coy, I don't see he's a second line. So Boston never find another David Krejcik inside that team. And obviously, it's sad to say that. But for what I saw yesterday, it's not looking good over there. They have to find a way to, I don't know what you have to do. Tuukka Rask is there insert? No. Swimmen did the job, right? They have a good goaltender over there. Swimmen is great. The defense is not too bad. But the second line is like really where they struggle the most for me for the Boston Bruins. And if you don't have a good duo, center number 1 and 2, you'll be in the trouble in NHL. Good question from Europe, Yamo. It could, at the end of the year, by the way, Krejcik is dominate right now in the Czech area league. I don't know if he would like to come back, but I think for me, he will not come back because it will be too late at the end of the day. And he cannot come back during the season, by the way. At least they break the contract every time that. But Yamo, I don't see him to come back. But he could after the season over there. But I don't see Boston is going to be enough good ready for the playoff at that moment. Christian Taylor walk in the pass, but not Coy in all in a top. The Rangers are going to drop huge in the power ranking. That was my segment game by the Avalanche. I don't know Eagles about that one over there. I think they're going to stay around. I think the team is solid over there. I think yesterday, it's always happened when you have a long streak. Every time that back-to-back game, you play against a team really solid and as an offensive side, took advantage of the goaltender number 3. His first game every time that. I will wait a little bit longer. I think you have to wait until end of December. But I still believe the Rangers could surprise on the Metropolitan Division. We're going to talk about this in the next 3 minutes. If I can go through this. I forgot Zo in our top Chicago 100. Montreal is 1. But we got Eagle you streaming. No just again. About that, I heard some news. His net player is not fly to another. There will be another mini championship between them. Do you know something about it? Not allowed Oleg about that one over there, to be honest with you. Never heard about anything else. But if your NHL player does not go, like Ovechkin cannot go to Russia or everything like that, what kind of the team or the country can play hockey after that? I have no clue about that one. Ross Taylor is an aiming, as they said, he heard the coach, he figured out the more talent can show. I think it's no NHL player would come, they would play the game, but all players from Europe sure can finish. So then, like the World Championship game, I agree with you about this, Yamo. Finally, the last game of the night, I think it was the most excited game, the Dallas Star and the Vegas Golden Knight. Unfortunately, I missed maybe the first period because I was doing the live stream. Then we follow up, and then I disappear to watch the game by myself. And what a game. Vegas gave a lot, but Vegas dominate most of the game by the shot. They outshot, the Dallas almost like a ratio 2-1. And then you see the big one, the guns, the one should produce. And finally they did it, and they bring the two Max Stone and the Pacioretty, all the guys when they have to carry on the team on the offensive side. They did it yesterday. 2 goals for Max Stone and 1 goal for Pacioretty, the winning goal at the 4 minutes at the end of the third period. Find a way to get that W for Vegas. Most of the game they was trailed by 1 or 2 goals at some point. And Dallas was go through. They took advantage a little bit maybe a bad game for Leonard between the pipe, and then he can remove. And then Bronswell make the big save at the right time, but not much, Again, my problem with Vegas right now is their power play. They are about like 8-60 this year, and they have to find a way. I don't know, is the coach over there? I don't know the players. Listen, how with the kind of player they have, they cannot score more goals on power play. I don't understand that. You know what I mean? You have Pietrangelo at the point. You have Theodore. You have Pacioretty. You have Stephenson. You have Carlson. You have Riley Smith. You have Marchessault. You have Stone. And geez. Many teams would dream to have those kind of players like that, and I don't understand. But again, they get the W. I still believe that Vegas is going to be back. They'll be a team dangerous for the rest of the year. But they have that kind of W they need. They need to win at home. They need to be solid at home. Vegas cannot let go those games at home. And they find a way to be like a good team to come back and win and beat the Dallas Stars, where they dropped their straight now at 7 it was before that game. And they lost finally on OTL. Not OTL, on the regular time. And they are now 7-1 or 7-2-1 the last 10 games, I believe. So that's what happened about that. Like the Buckeye is only diplomat, not athlete. Is they don't go even because Olympic, but pandemic stuff. I agree with you about that one. It was crazy game. Old B was very good, almost 2 periods. Yes, about that one over there. I think the goal again prior Pacioretty was Stone, I believe. I'm not remember who, but he make a big save and then he fall on his back. And then the Dallas struggled on the defensive side yesterday, I believe, to retravel the puck, the rebound puck, and to cover the guy in front of the net. That's, for me, it was the Dallas problem. And the most of what I saw, they let them shooting a lot of puck. Dallas Seguin scored his 7th goal of the year with the team about that one there. So that'll be interesting to see that. So that concludes, guys, the 4 game of the last night. I have a couple of things to talk about. The 3-star, we always bring this to you every morning when you have a chance. It's Mackenzie Blackwood got a shootout for the Devils where the win of 3-0 against the Philadelphia Flyers. We have, of course, Kadri. Bad news, he was hurt during the game. He was listed on the injury list this morning. Not on the injury list, but he's a day-to-day or unknown about his injury. But Kadri got 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Unbelievable season for Kadri this year so far. He's going to pay a lot of money to get him next season. I don't know how Colorado can keep him. Finally, the Mark Stone back like he was. He got 2 goals yesterday for the Vegas Golden Knights, and he helped Pacioretty on the helper over there to get a pass on the goal of Pacioretty yesterday. So they are the 3-star of the night from the Hockey Nation Live show. The star coach falling on this butt in the bench was funny. Well, after the Golden Knight dying up. I agree with you about that one over there also. Eagles. We have 10 games tonight. And like some of you said, it's really difficult game to go. Like Anaheim against Columbus. I think that's a little bit easier to set Anaheim. Now, Nashville at Islanders. Can Islanders come back? I don't know. After that, the Calgary and Carolina. That's the game right there. Edmonton, Boston, I feel like Edmonton will be fine. Winnipeg, Charlotte, I think will be fine. The Dallas, a back-to-back game against Los Angeles. That's a tough one to call, I believe. And the last game, San Jose and Minnesota. Minnesota are on the fire, and San Jose doing well. Also over there, that's another tough. So you have about 4 games. You tell to me it's easy. Montreal is Chicago. Yes, they are the bottom, but which one's going to win? I'm not sure. They are very close on the set stick. If you analyze the game about that one over there, so it'll be interesting to see the result that night. That's on the night where the people like we do prediction of the game will be a bad night for everybody about that one over there. What I want you to do, guys, is to have about 10 minutes. We're going to go through the standing on each division, the Metropolitan Division example. And I want you to tell me 1, 2, and 3. And put the name of the team or the abbreviation. Like the first team is your first and on the division Metropolitan. Then after that, you have number 2 and number 3. So I can follow up your result about this one over there. And a funny thing I'm going to do, I'm going to keep your result this morning. And I'm going to call back this next week at the end of the year where you at. So we are December 9 today. Like we have a mulligan right now. And I want you to give me your result of what the each division is. It's an exercise about 10 minutes. It'll be funny to compare if we was right or wrong about that one over there. So if you want to do that, that'd be great. Buck, School, Gang, and the house. Welcome aboard. Tampa Bay should win tonight. It'll be interesting to see that for sure. About that again, Oilers, they don't play like they did against Montreal. They should. I agree with you about that. Eagle, they have to have a better game because they're going to see another fun kind of the team in front of them. In our tap, he said it's going to be Carolina, Washington, and New York Rangers. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yamo is going to say Carolina, Washington, and New York Rangers. That's number 2. Top 3 on each every division. Yes, sir. We start with the Metropolitan first. 951 said Carolina, Washington, Rangers. Same thing for 951. Carolina, Washington, and New York Rangers. Thank you so much. Here we go. Michael, same thing also. Carolina, Washington, and New York Rangers. Mr. Eagles, he said no. Eagles said, I'm going with Washington, Carolina, and New York Rangers. Metro is easier. Rich Martin said Carolina, Washington, and New York Rangers. So nobody believe like other team is going to join them, everything like that. Hi, Anthony Manzano. Wow, long time ago, buddy. This is like the FRENCHY quiz. Anthony, welcome aboard. Long time. Hopefully you're doing well. Your health and everything in your life. Glad to see you this morning. So Velio, we wait for... Velio, you got it. I've missed you, buddy. Carolina. Washington. And it was easy. Everybody got that one over there. Awesome. Let's move on to the next one over there. The Atlantic. Florida, Toronto, Tampa Bay. After that, you have Detroit, Boston at that moment. So, and then Buffalo, Ottawa, and Montreal at the bottom over there. So, time to tell me what you think about that division over there. Penn is only one thing, but personally don't believe the them when you get back. Pittsburgh because of the playoff experience. Anthony? In the upset, Florida, Tampa Bay, Toronto. Eagles said Florida, Tampa Bay, Toronto. Thank you. Video said Florida, Toronto, Tampa Bay. Thank you so much. Yamo said Florida, Toronto, Tampa, Toronto. Richard, Toronto Panthers. Oh, Richard. First one said Toronto. And Tampa. 951, he said Toronto. That's the number 2 here. Following by the Tampa Bay. I lost it. And the Florida. He got after me, Florida. Michael Robinson said Florida, Tampa Bay, Toronto. My top 5 are Florida, Tampa Bay, Toronto. J'adore number 5. I don't really trust them for some reason. Awesome. Thank you so much, Anthony. Tampa, Panthers, Toronto. John Gregor. That'd be great, John, if you can give us, or maybe Miss, if you give me again, John Gregor, the Metropolitan between Washington, Carolina, and New York Rangers, John, so I can follow up with you. Santa Claus said Montreal, Buffalo, Ottawa. They were show early to you. That'd be funny to say that for sure. About that. Number 3, the Central, the Minnesota, the Colorado, and the St. Louis. You can add Nashville, you can add Dallas, and you can add Winnipeg, guys. This is the division at 6 team at some point. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. Minnesota, Dallas, Winnipeg for inner top. Wow, Colorado is out. Eagles, Minnesota, St. Louis. That will be the most fun to watch this, guys, at some point. I'm going to make a graphic for everybody, bring to you during this season. I love that one, what we're doing right now. See people missing all the stuff we do here. You don't come everybody with us. 951 said Colorado, Minnesota, and the Dallas Star. Awesome. 951 Mini, Colorado, and Dallas. Very cool. Minnesota, Dallas, Colorado. Another, maybe what the Eagles? No, Bucks gang in the house. Wall, Dan, and Minnesota. Yeah, box. Yes, you repeat twice, Minnesota. You have to tell me one. This John Gregor said Minnesota, Colorado, and Dallas. Again, with a healthy Demon like them would be put them first call. This is a very good. Maybe I ask you this on Twitter too. That'd be great. You said that. I agree with you. Richard Mullen, Colorado, Minnesota, and Dallas. Awesome. Thank you so much, Richard. I think we complete this. Last one will be another one. It's not easy because you have Calgary, Anaheim, Edmonton, Vegas, San Jose. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5 there, they are really the best over there. I don't know what, but this is not easy. One of that, Edmonton and Vegas. Oh my God, this is not easy. I don't think San Jose, but depends on each one of you. And on top, say Calgary, Vegas, Edmonton. Wow. At the beginning, I put Edmonton first at the beginning of the season. Vegas won the last 3, and Edmonton lost the last 3 games, by the way. 951 said Vegas Flames. And Edmonton. So Anaheim is out of your projection. Yamo said Vegas. Calgary, Edmonton. Everybody put Edmonton third. Oh, John Gregor, you decide to go with Edmonton. First one there. Calgary, Vegas. Knights, Flame, and Oilers for Richard Mullen. Thank you, Richard. Valeo, Calgary, Edmonton. Calgary, the first. Oh, no. In our top set, I saw the same thing over there. Edmonton and Vegas. So, Anaheim, guys, look like everybody get out. Mr. Eagles said the Flames. He said the Vegas. And he said the Ducks. Whoa, the first one named the Ducks over there. Mike Robinson, he said Edmonton. He said Calgary. He said Vegas. And then we have Frank Zalazar. Say, hey, coach. Thank you so much, guys, about that screen. I think it was fun to do that this morning about that one over there. I want to bring you one more. I don't know where I can find this. because I want to mention this because, if you follow the Montreal Canadiens, I have this somewhere. This is every day on my post game or pre game, I'm talking about the players for the Montreal Canadiens, the prospect. And you can see the result yesterday. First of all, Laval won 3-2 yesterday. Great performance. Caden Primo yesterday, he stopped 9.51 percentage. He stopped 39 to 41 shot. Really great performance for him. During that game, Norlander played his first game with Laval after he called up back. He have 1 goal, 1 point, +1, 1 shot on the net. He scored a power play goal. You can see he's really played well in the American Hockey League yesterday. And then you have also Jan Mizak guy. He continues to perform over there. This team won 4-0 over the Oshawa. Another goal from Mizak, consistent performance all the time. 3 shots on the net. Then William Trudeau, defenseman and QM, won yesterday 5-2. He played with the Islanders Charlottetown with Simoneau. He had 1 assist +1 yesterday, 2 shots on the net. What about Caden Coley? Yeah, the best prospect for me in my book is honestly after Norlander, with Norlander, is Caden Coley. He got traded Edmonton. Edmonton beat the Winnipeg Ice, was only the 3rd loss of the year and 25 game. And he scored a goal, the winning goal, 3-2 yesterday, -1 overall. But he's a great hockey player, and he's going to be a great star in NHL. Caden Coley, who's going to be the captain for the Team Canada. And yesterday, I predict myself to you guys on the live stream, Team Canada is going to win the World Junior Championship next year. I feel that team is really going to be great. Will be interesting what's happening. But Coley have an amazing, great game. I think it was his second game with Edmonton Oilers yesterday. About that one over there. If Edmonton get a goalie, it will move them higher. Richard, I agree with you about that one over there. No wild card, coach. No. I did not go that direction over there. Too many things could happen, honestly, and I just go with the top 3 at that moment. Maybe I will keep this a little bit later to add the wild card on some direction about that, but that's what happened about this. I watched that Laval game. Norlander and Primo both play great. Good afternoon, team, and Caleb Sauce in the house. I can't wait to see Mizak with Laval next year. I'm feeling a bit Mizak. He could stay in Laval, but for the benefit, they bring him back in the OHL. Mizak will be a part of the team for the country he represents at the World Junior. But Mizak guy is a great, solid player. What I see him, a bottom 6, I don't see he would be a second, but he's a prototype of what Niziski is, Mizak. And I feel like, to pick him as a 42 overall pick or 41 or 43, I cannot recall it. It was a great pick for the Montreal Canadiens, maybe 45 for him. He needs to, like I explained yesterday, he needs to be a little bit more stable, to be a little bit better on that direction. But otherwise, I feel like he carried on very well. A great year so far in OHL. It will be interesting what he's going to accomplish until the end of the season. And I would not be surprised at the end of the year if he's out and Laval still play, to have a call up, or he maybe join the 12-year Lions, because I believe this is the last season in East Coast Hockey League, on the East Coast, on the OHL, and we have to follow up for the next 2 years after that if he can go inside the Montreal Canadiens and everything like that. So that's what's happening about the program today. 104, guys. We go through this. I think it was fun to get your prediction. We have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. I'm going to make a graphic for everybody, 9 people, and I will add my pick also with you guys. We're going to be interesting. Look like we are really most like, it's very interesting. I think Carolina have the most on the Metropolitan. We have the most. It's little bit advantage Florida right now for the Atlantic. Minnesota take a little bit the lead on the West, on the Central Division, and pretty even on the Atlantic, guys. 3 Calgary, 3 Edmonton, 2 Edmonton, and 3 Vegas. So that's pretty cool about that one over there, to do that one over there. So thank you, everyone. It's wrong, but me see you guys later. I will be back. See you at 5 o'clock tonight. And thanks again for your participation today. I know the morning show is a little bit different without Michael David, I know, but I try to get on your things. And don't hesitate to bring your question in the morning. I have a time to answer your question about hockey or something like that. I don't have a lot of news other than the fact, honestly, and NHL. The only thing I can tell you about before we leave, Jason Zucker is out for the Pittsburgh. We have also called Agelin for the Washington Capitals. Travis Amonik got hurt during the game yesterday. Nazem Kadri, lower body, unknown. And then we have Oliver Ekman-Larsson for the Vancouver Canucks is also out for that team. We have to add Jake McCabe is going to play tonight for the Chicago Blackhawks. Also, Connor McMurphy is back in the lineup. And finally, we have to add now the Tampa Bay lost Anthony Cirelli. It's a game decision for tonight, so that could be a problem for the Tampa Bay tonight if they don't have Anthony Cirelli. Something you have to know about that one over there. Cannot watch this up. And Michael coming back, a coach. I don't know if Michael will be back. The problem, he works late in the morning. At the time we start the show, whatever it was, 11 o'clock for him, he has to be at the office, I believe, at 7:30 or 8. So he cannot be at the show at 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock. I thought at some point he would show up during the night, but it looked like he's busy. I don't know. But I'm sure at some point you're going to see him rebound with the Hockey Nation Live show. I don't go nowhere. And that's what I believe he will be back at some point. And he loves too much the hockey to not to talk about hockey. So I can wait to see him back with us, whatever it would be, at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. We tried the time at 12 o'clock. I think the Eastern time is a good one to do that at 12 compared to 11 o'clock for me personally, and also for the people, most the lunchtime break. So that give you guys the guarantee to do this. You know, we wish I had more people. I wish I had 30 to 40, 45. But we have to deal with that the morning. The evening is getting better, guys. We have more people the evening at 5 o'clock because InnoTap does a great job with us at 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. It's fun to have the prediction. And also the evening, the live stream is pretty good. So we have to consider what we're doing. And we only hope we're going to increase the number of the people at some point. But at the end of the day, we have something we are very proud and very grateful and thankful having you with us. You are the quality of the Hockey Nation Live show. And I always go to remind you, you are the one make the show better. Your participation and the fact you show up, the fact you're helping, and that's what it's all about. So thank you so much, everybody. I wish you an amazing, blessing day. And before we leave,
you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Here we go, everybody. Thank you so much for watching another show of the Morning Skate with the hockey coach, FRENCHY Guru. And I can't wait to see you at 5 o'clock with our best friend InnoTap in the house. And we're going to present to you a pre-game show around 3 o'clock today. And I can't wait to see the game tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. And we'll be back for the live stream play-by-play with the hockey coach, Guru FRENCHY. Have an amazing, blessing afternoon, everybody. I look forward to see you tomorrow morning at 12 o'clock for the another morning show. Be well and be healthy. Have a good one, Rich. Mr. 951. Very good. It will be interesting to see the two ice after tonight's game call with Dominic play the kids. Really interesting with Yepsi Eilerman. Oh, we missed main girl hockey. Sorry about that, main girl. Thanks to stop by. Thanks to say hi. Vallejo, have a great one. John Gregor, have an amazing, great day. Elap Sauce, have a good one. Brett, always a pleasure to have Mr. Brett and the house with us the morning. Oh, dancer, sometimes. I like salsa. The Latino, the Latina, the Latina, Miami Latina.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know.
Welcome, Brett.